Hey guys, the wife has called an immediate halt to all work except for the ones she wants done. So today, because she's the wife and she gets to do these things, we're stopping working on the different little projects that I've got going on, like the 16 and the 20 and the electrical. And we're starting on her project, which is going to be a new gate for our property. I guess it's also a gate for my shop too. So we've gone and picked up a bunch of material, and I've got all this stuff to make the gate inside here. You hear any thunder and things going on, that's a hurricane that's trying to come this way. Who knows if it will. So today I'm going to have to make a ring for my gate. Now, I don't have a ring roller, and it costs a lot of money to have one done. So I was laying awake one morning trying to figure out how to do it, and it struck me that I just happen to have a piece of ring material right there. That's a 24-inch, a little bit over quarter wall pipe that I'm going to slice 3 inches off to make me a large ring for the center of the gate that'll have a Texas flag or Texas emblem, hopefully cut out with this thing if we can get it to work. Now the lighter stuff it seems to be working on, it's just the bigger stuff. It's having a problem. Put you guys up in the stand so I can use both hands and show you what I'm going to do. That 24-inch piece of pipe is roughly 24 inches long right now, and I only need 3 inches of it. Once I get the 3 inches cut, that'll be mounted in the center of this gate, and I will freehand the state of Texas outline onto a circle and weld it on top of that. Give it a little thickness definition. I don't really have an easy way of doing it other than a cutting torch or the prime weld. I think it'll cut through that 1/4 inch okay. It was doing okay on thinner material. But my problem is, how do I get a nice straight line? I've got one edge that's okay. And so what I'm going to do is make a guide for this plasma torch. I'm going to clear off this welding table, take my cutting torch, and make a guide for it so that it'll lay down using these pieces of wood here, strap that to it, and then I will have something I can slide around the table around the circumference. And hopefully that'll give us a nice clean edge. So that's what I'm going to do. Measured it out, and I need roughly 2 3/4 of an inch (2 3/8 of an inch) to make this tip come out when it's strapped down to 3 inches. I may even go a little bit less. I think I will. I think I'll go a little bit less so I can weld the piece of plate on the outside, sort of make it like a drum. So that's what I came up with. And this is just some old UV cabinet plywood had laying around. Today it's all metric. Not even going to glue it together. Was going to, but shoot. So it doesn't stick out the bottom. It'll be a one-time use item, I think. got to get this, let's get you closer. Now we've got to get this to where it's attached to this so it doesn't move around. Not really worried about it catching on fire. Just need to be able to get to that trigger. So what I want to do is use a little strapping. Friend Don and I have been working on cleaning this shop up for the last 6 months or so. It's getting better. It still took me an hour to find that strapping tape. Let's just sit here and start off with that here. I don't want to get it too tight where I break the handle. That's going to work well. All the while I was looking for this stuff, this is just regular strapping tape you can buy at the home box store. All the while I was looking for this, I kept thinking back about Doug over on the SV Seeker. He's been buying a stainless steel strapping tape that looked kind of neat. As long as it took me to find this, I could have probably ordered it from Amazon. Right. You turn this where it's straight up and down, so as it goes along the outer diameter of the pipe, it'll run this way and be the same all the time. For all you safety guys, it's not plugged in. All right. That should give me a cut right at 2 7/8, which is what I want. Now, how am I going to get that pipe up here? Found out Jedi mind tricks don't really work. My younger days, I just grabbed it and thrown it up there. It don't work so good anymore. All right. Need to check and make sure that it's at least semi-square on the end. That's pretty good. They cut this thing with a big pipe cutter there at the yard. It rolls it nice and straight. I don't have anything to roll it straight with. That's pretty doggone good. Good enough for a gate. And what I'm going to do is take this, trigger it, and use it as a guide to follow along and cut it. Hopefully. Like I left my welding or my cutting shades at another job, so I'm going to see if this helmet will go down low enough. Okay, right at 2 7/8, just what I wanted. Trying to go fast enough, but it's a fine arc. I'm going to turn it up. It's on 40. I'm going to turn it up a little, so maybe I can go faster. Noticing when I go fast enough, it makes a very nice cut, but I risk blowing back and not cutting all the way through. So let's try it this way. About a third of the way through here, and I wanted to start putting in these wedges so that it won't start closing up on them. There, you get it in there. I don't know why I keep saying us. You guys aren't here. Or if you are, you haven't slept the floor in a couple days. So. must say that went smoother than I thought. This is going around the unit. This is going around the pipe. Using the table made a very nice steady rest for it. Only if you got too far ahead of yourself, it would blow back on you. Every time that happened, I'd go back around. All right. Well, that moved. Like a clean cut. Y'all can't see over there. We're over here. Pretty soon I'm going to put this welding table up on some big industrial rollers. And then these feet on this engine hoist can slide under it. Well, I'm very happy with how that ring cut out of there. It didn't get very hot, so it's not distorted. What I'm going to do now is I'll take and grind this off a little bit and cut a circle out of a piece of 1/4 inch and weld on that face. And so I think it shape of state of Texas in the middle will look really nice on our new fence. Well, prime cut did very well this time. Still won't cut. Prime cut 60 did very well on this, but still won't cut through thicker material. Got a little test coming up after this. Well, prime cut 60 did very nice on this job. Still won't cut through thick material. Got to call them and talk to them about it. Tried a little test the other day. That's what's going to follow right now.